Morning, Judge.
See if I
Can you hear me okay, Judge?
I can. Can y'all see me?
I can see and hear you.
Very good. I don't know what something happened on my Zoom view where I no longer see myself. And
I
then
don't I don't see the jail on yet, but
no, I show them to be on, but um, they're not, they've either got they're,
There. Is that better?
that's better.
Okay, sorry.
Well, I apologize for being late. I had to reboot my entire computer, or I didn't, but one of the smarter people here did. So, all right, then the court will call F381-24, the state versus Jerri R. Foster. Are you Jerri R. Foster?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Foster, are you the same person who is charged by information with the offense of possession of controlled substance 1 to 4 grams, a third-degree felony?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
Does the information need to be read aloud, Mr. Dohoney?
we would waive the reading, Your Honor.
And Ms. Foster, I mentioned the term information instead of indictment because you are presently charged by information. As a general rule, an indictment is the method by which all people are brought to stand charge for criminal cases in the state of Texas. The grand jury of Hill County will meet a week from tomorrow, and you would have a right to wait to see this case presented to the grand jury, see if they were voted to return a true bill, or you may, as you've told me you want to do today, waive that formal proceeding called a waiver of indictment and proceed on the information. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
And also, in case there was any 10-day waiting period, since I'm not sure, looks like this case was filed yesterday, do you also want to go forward today instead of waiting for any 10-day period after the filing of the case?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we would waive the 10-day requirement.
All right, then the court will approve both of those waivers. Ms. Foster, your plea papers tell me that you are entering a plea of guilty to this offense. Is that in fact your plea?
Yes, sir.
Did anyone force, threaten, coerce you, or promise you anything to get you to enter that plea?
No, sir.
Do you read and write English?
Yes.
Are you thinking clearly?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Dohoney, do you believe your client's competent?
I do, Your Honor.
I think she is as well. Find her to be so. Ms. Foster, I mentioned third-degree felony, so that's 2 to 10 years in the penitentiary and up to a $10,000 fine. When I accept your plea agreement, there will be no right to appeal. There's also no right to appeal from deferred adjudication, and there's a waiver of motion for new trial and appeal in the plea papers. If you're not a citizen of the United States, you'll be deported. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
You've told me that you're waiving your right to a jury trial, judicially confessing to having committed this offense. In exchange for that, you would receive a term of 5 years deferred adjudication, a $2,000 fine, all standard terms, conditions for felony probation, for a possession of controlled substance case, court cost, $180 be payable as restitution to the DPS. In what county did you intend to live in?
Hill County?
All right. If something changes and at some point in the future you were to move, then you would make sure you get your probation officer's permission before you move.
Okay.
The plea papers, well, is that your understanding of the plea agreement, Ms.
Yes, sir.
Foster? Mr. Dohoney, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Your Honor.
Also, there's the receipt of evidence or discovery in the plea papers and the trial court certification that just reminds you there'll be no appeals.
Your Honor, the state would offer a states one, which includes a written judicial confession.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
States 1 is admitted. Then Jerri R. Foster, the court finds sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but will not at this time. Instead, I'll place you on 5 years deferred adjudication, probation, assess a $2,000 fine, court cost, $180 restitution to DPS Crime Lab. All standard terms, conditions of probation will apply, and the court will order that the probation department will come down today, brief you on your terms, conditions of probation. So if you need to get a hold of someone about giving you a ride, go ahead and start that process. It may be early afternoon or so before you're done, but it wouldn't hurt to get that set up. If there's no other holds on you, that is, you'll be released.
Okay.
All right. If you got any questions about your right to appeal, Mr. Dohoney, I'd be happy to explain it to you. Otherwise,
I'm good.
Merry Christmas, and
Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you.
we'll be in recess.